Okay, hello dear viewer, I'm leesusss. Welcome back to the Talos Principle 2, where we do some more puzzles. I was going to say possibly the last puzzles, but of course not the last puzzles, because we still have to go back and do all the Golden Temple ones, once we've completed everything we're doing here. But we've got a way to go before we get to those. That's the head over there, isn't it? Is that the head I said we should make note of? Yeah, there's the spark up there, on top of a finger, and the disturbing head with the thing in front of it. Although we should probably... No, I thought there was going to be a little information booth up here as well, but... Is it a big arch? That's what it is. Anything over here? No? This is the biggest structure we've seen so far. Of all the structures we've seen, is this the most monumental? I think it might be, you know. It's a whopper. Number 5. Rerouting. Rerouting. What do we got here? We've got 2 connectors. That was easy. We can probably do something where I'm being presumptuous here. Ah, bugger. Ah, that isn't going to work at all, is it? You know what I was trying to do? I was trying to do a shortcut over here, but I'm just wasting my time doing that. And of course, the obvious answer is I'm going to block my own beams if I do that. So how do we do this? How can we do that? We might still have to do something like that. We've got a window here. And a window here. I still want to connect the 2 things. Which we can do like this. But I can't just make it connect to that one. Okay, this is interesting. Or weird. So I paused the recording for a second there, but did you see what I did? I'd linked up through here, but every time I put this one on afterwards, the beams would clash with each other. So I deliberately blocked the beam from the first connector with my body, and now I have that. Sorry, it was taking a while to do this one, but it was the only thing I could think of how to get it done. What a very strange solution that hadn't occurred to me before. But now we need to do something similar again, I think. Because we're going to get a clash again. What I want to do here, I can't just wire this one up to the projector. I mean, we can move this one. No, I can't move this one because I will lose the 2. I should have moved this further over, I think. This one should have been about... No, it couldn't be really. I'm going to say it could have been here, but it can't be really. It has to be about here. Do I have to restart again with this? At least I can show you what I did if I do that. So if this one was actually here, then that would allow me to connect to this one and then beam through this window to there, and then that one will be moved through. I think that would be the answer. Yeah, I think I need to start again with this. Hold on. So, like this. That won't reach, and then I block this one, but the connection is maintained. And then this one needs to go... I need to make another one here. I need to have this one here, I think. No, because it's going to block that. Okay, this was the most interesting puzzle I think I've done. Maybe not for the entire game, but possibly. In terms of the convoluted solution.
I'm not surprised that the founder chose you, 1K. You're very much like her. Inquisitive, intelligent, and dedicated. But remember, intelligence by itself has little value unless it is ethically applied.
I would agree with that. That was a very deeply felt and kind thing to say about me, to compare me to Athena. But there we go. I'm also quite surprised I solved that. Yeah, that one was very... Yeah, I think it was just very different from anything I'd had before. It felt like a puzzle... Oh, there's something over there. Look. We'll have a quick look at that now, actually, before we go any further. Just because I might miss it otherwise. Oh, what the hell is this? Oh, it's just it's an anchor point for a cable. Yeah, that was it's such a minimalist puzzle, isn't it? We're back down to just connectors and fans again. I called it Fanland in the previous video. Very simplistic, just two connectors, and then just the idea of blocking one to allow the beams not to clash. Well, that was a lot more boring than I expected. Okay, never mind. Yeah, that was, yeah, I'm still, my brain is still spinning around about that one. I'm surprised I solved it. I had this horrible feeling at the start, which is why I paused the recording. It was really one that was can leave me completely stumped. So I'm very happy I was able to think around the, in a twisty enough way to solve it. Right, number 6. Suppose there's not more stuff down here. I thought there'd be more interesting little nooks and crannies in these little areas here. Okay. Mobile instruments. Connector. Fan. Switchable fan. Let's have a look. What's up here then? What can we see? Well, unless there's a box around here somewhere. Oh! There's a fan thingy, and there's a piece of fan up there. Okay, that's good. And there's a box. Can I have the box? May I have it, please, sir? Okay. See, I'm paranoid now because these puzzles seem far more sneaky than the ones we've had before. Oh no, it's not a fan at all. Look. It's a platform. I haven't seen one of these for a while, have we, eh? Right. So we can see the most obvious solution here. But it isn't going to work, is it? No, it is not. So... Oh, hold on. No, that isn't going to work either. I thought maybe I'll be pushing it into the air. Well, that is quite fun, though. Surprised that isn't the solution. Oh, we haven't actually got it on us. How about then? It's that. And then we put the fan on this, the connector on this. Are you going to be awkward? You don't want to be on it. I'm quite surprised by that. No, you don't want to go on top, do you? Why do you not want to go on top? I thought you guys were perfect for... Yeah, okay. No. Bugger. I was going to stand on top of the box and then hold this on top of this. Do we have to... Oh, can I just put it back up there? Oh, that's a problem. So... I want to put this up there, but I can't turn the... I can't turn the fan on and grab that in time. No, I can't. Yeah, I'd like to put it up there. Is that just the answer? Let's just check we're not doing anything silly. Again, a very simple puzzle again. I'm not sure even if that was up there, would it be out of reach? I need a teleport for that. What is the purpose of this? The only time we used this was for lifting up another copy of ourselves, wasn't it? And we don't have another copy of ourselves unless I'm missing it around here. There's no other body around here. And we occasionally lifted boxes with it. And is it as simple as this? Hold on, hold on. Am I being a complete dumbass? It's entirely possible. It's not that. Because if you go up underneath something on a fan, then what normally happens is you, without sitting above your head, you push the block out of the way. I mean, we're almost there, aren't we? Yeah. I get the feeling that the fan is deliberately off-center. It can't see this. Therefore, the answer is you're using the fan to lift something up and drop it onto your... make it fall onto another object. Yeah, we've done that in the before in a very fixed way, like, you know, stack a block there, turn the fan on, stack another block underneath, and it pushes the previous one up. Now we've tried that already, but to push the you know, the block, the hexahedron, sorry, and the connector upwards in the air, but we doesn't line up properly, so that doesn't work. Oh, hold on. What if it's this? Hold on. Oh, is it? There we go. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I didn't realise, of course, I can go past the things. Okay. These are... I wonder if they designed these puzzles and then sort of did a check where they went through all the puzzles and then decided which are the most tricksy ones of all the puzzles that we have. You know, which ones are those? And we'll keep those for the last level. I know we can have to do them in this order, but it feels like this is one of the last levels we did. Do you think they did that? Like one of the trickiest ones for that? I'm just wondering. Social media, theory of everything. Stilton, delicious. I've been around a long time. If I've been born a bit earlier, I'll be a first companion. Well, don't put airs and graces on yourself. So I've seen the ups and downs of the city, although in recent years I've kept to myself. Now I'd like to pose a question. I don't have an answer in mind, I'd just like to really hear what everyone thinks. I have no doubt that Athena's theory of everything could change our lives, but do you think that perhaps we're better off not knowing? Ignorance is bliss and all that. Thanks that perhaps having all the answers would just make the universe boring. That's quite a limited train of thought, I think. The ancient writers showed that knowledge can lead to cynicism. We must maintain the sense of wonder of a child. Mitku, the theory of everything wouldn't be the end of our journey. It would only be the next step. Exactly. It would equip us to answer the next set of questions, because it's not the end of science. Why do people keep doing this? Explore new possibilities and discover and create new wonders. And Belmarsh says, to believe that the universe can be understood or described in objective terms is pure scientism. Is that a real word? Nothing exists. Even if something exists, nothing can really be known about it. And even if something can be somehow known about it, information about it cannot be communicated. And if it could be communicated, it would not be understood. Belmarsh, you're either much, much smarter than me, which is entirely possible. I fully agree. Or you're talking gibberish. Up your own bum. Atal says, the truth can be harsh. It's possible that the theory of everything would reveal facts that we'd find hard to deal with. That doesn't mean we should not confront those facts and our own ethical responsibilities. Okay. Nicholas de Belmarsh. Malduck, no. Stilton, no. I like Mitku. That's more positive. I get the 2 points here with Atal and the others. I think that's, again, it's a lot of we stuff. And I think that's not fair. You can't judge everyone else by your own feelings about it. You may feel that would be the case. It doesn't mean everybody's going to struggle in the same way with facts that you're going to find harder. And what do you mean by hard to deal with? What, because they're scary? Or because... If I thought of a fact that was like hard to deal with, it'd be something like, what occurs to me when you say that phrase is revealing a truth about me, a personal truth about me that I didn't realise. You've told me something that I didn't realise about my personality or how I behave, and it's a harsh truth. That's what I would find, because it was somehow occluded from me. I don't think facts about the universe really fall into that area, do they, in the same way? But anyway, that's why I'm going to go with Mitku. Thank you for your thoughtful comments, and by the way, 1K, thank you for all the hard work you've done for New Jerusalem. Solving all those puzzles is quite a gargantuan endeavour. No, it is my pleasure, mostly. Except when I'm frustrated, in which case I'm going to kick my little heels and whinge. Yeah, because that's me. Is that a lab over there? What is that? Or is that a sculpture? Ooh. What is this? It's like an art piece to me. I quite like it. I like that. I like the play of shadow and light on that. Nice. If you told me what the name of the piece was, I'd probably go, well, I don't really see that. Because I... But I like that just from the look of it. That's fine. In my opinion. Number 7. Down this hall here. I call this piece the exclusivity of man. I'm like, yeah, sure. Looks nice though. I like the look of it. Very pretty. But can I not get in here? The average artist will probably hate that, and I fully agree with them. Some idiot like me walking up going, oh nice, I like the light. I like the light and the shadows on this. Gateway switch is a jammer. We have a little bit of what's that one with the prison one? Where you get stuck in the prison. That's what it feels a bit like. Am I going to get stuck in here if I do this? I guess I am. No, I'm not though, because now we've done that, we've unlocked this from here. We can just grab this and climb out. Correct? I might want to get back in here again. Oh, you mean I can't get out of here? Really? That's a bit mean, isn't it? I thought I could climb out with tools, but I guess I can't. I have to use both of my little robot hands to do it. Fine. Right. So, what about we connect you up to something else, like the first one over there? We connect you up to all of them. Why don't we connect to all of them right now? Right here, right now. What about that? Right, what do we got? What's our reward? Nothing. So we can't get these things out of here, can we? Unless... Actually, yes we can. We very much can, can't we? Because we can just do this. I think. Yeah. And that will allow us to free our jammer. Right, well, we have to do all at the same time. Don't be stupid. So that doesn't work at all, does it? Is there another connector over here somewhere? No? Just the one connector, huh? Alright then. So say that we open... We can open 2 of the gates with the blue beam. And then the last one... Oh, I've beansed it up, haven't I? I've messed it up. Oh, so they always work in companion with each other. Yeah, I guess they always do. We have to open that one using the... If we open these with the blue beam... This one, I presume, is going to be used... The jammer's going to be used on it. We somehow have to unlock... all of them at the same time, but we can't use one connector for everything. Am I summing that up correctly? I think I am. Okay, so I've gone back to doing this where I've got the... using this connector to open up, connect to these 2 parts here, allowing us to open up this gate here. Then the jammer jams this thing here. So I shouldn't be pausing the video so much, but if I'm taking a long time to solve a puzzle, I'm pausing the video briefly and then not restarting it again at the right time. Okay, so we've done that. We can do this again here, like this, and then we can get the thing out. Yeah, there you go. I had to do that, and I was just being too dumb to work out how to do it. So now we can do this correct. And then jam this one from the inside. We're going to do it stepwise is what I think we can do, but I'm a bit worried about this one. We're going to try to work our way through. I think this should work. No, but now I'm outside. Maybe this thing does have to stay on the inside. I think I'm going to stick myself on the outside is what I need to do. So... because once I'm inside, I can then no longer... I can't bring this in with me because I can't see the receptors on the outside. I think I need to do this. But I can see myself getting stuck when I can no longer get... No. Deselect all these. I can see myself getting a problem when I get to going through the next blue barrier. Because I can do this, but then I can't get back outside again. if I do this, am I... If I'm now... I've now moved this over, so I'm now jamming this field from the inside. That doesn't help me. Unless we do something. How about this? We've got everything lit up, yeah? I've got a different idea here. Which is... Remember how we used gates in the past to open and close, to like block beams or not? I think there's something we can do with that, where we're using this connector linked up to everything basically, but by using one of these gates very carefully, we can use the jammer from within to control whether this is channeling red or blue. Now the problem with that is that I don't know which way around to do it. I want it almost like it starts off with the red unlocked, but only because the only reason this can see the red is because the jammer's keeping this gate open. Yeah, and then once we're inside, we then use the jammer to unjam it so the red beam doesn't come out anymore, and the blue beam can come out by clicking it on that. I think that's the answer. Okay. That's it, isn't it? That is the answer. No, it's not. It's not quite the answer. Jeez, I thought I had it there for a second. Or is it? Oh, bloody hell, that took a bit, didn't it? That took a bit. Yeah, I thought that I was causing problems by unlocking using the receptor that opened the gates up. But in fact, no.
Have you found any signs of Cornelius?
Not for a while.
Could he have returned to the island?
Returned?
Nothing so far. But he knows this place better than any of us, and we have no idea what he's up to.
Maybe I'm going to find out in a second. Hello, guys. Find every manifestation of the past.
Yep, all good. Those Mark IIs are real workhorses. Wow, did you finish the setup?
Yes. Sorry I couldn't wait. It was so much fun to just do something again without having to endlessly discuss it first.
I know what you mean. We have a lot of work ahead of us, though.
We do, but honestly, Cornelius, I haven't felt this excited in years. Just imagine, one day they'll come here and we'll be able to show them a whole new world. A different future right at their fingertips. You do think we can do it, right?
I think, and forgive me if this sounds sentimental, as long as we're together, we can do anything.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. I think we found the lab down here as well. Let's hold off on doing 8 before we look at the lab. No? It's not. Okay, I'm breaking sequence slightly here by doing this, but I'm going to do it anyway, because why the hell not? My brain has been hurting from these puzzles. Leesusss, possibly the last one. Off on his journey. Is what he told us last time, a pilgrimage of sorts.
In my reports to you, I have often spoken about this island in terms that some might perceive as negative.
Yes.
I hope you understand that the opposite is true. Here
fooled
in
me,
these
buddy.
green hills, I see tremendous potential for transformation and spiritual awakening. I do not see the world as you do, Athena, but I see the rot at the heart of New Jerusalem. If you and Cornelius want to go through with your plan, then this is the perfect place. My students and I will help you transport the remaining tech from New Alexandria. After that, once you and Cornelius are settled, we will leave for our great journey. I can only hope that we all find what we are looking for.
Lithras here, giving me the old bumpy ride as usual. Never know what to feel about him. But that was the last... So we're finding the last pieces of everything here. So we've found all of the visions of the past. And we've got a message coming through now. We're going to ignore that for now. We've also found all of Lithrasia's logs, which is good. Photon sail. That sounds very spacey. Like a solar sail. Ooh. That's the fancy word for like, using light to throw us around. No, we've got an actual light bridge. I haven't seen one of those for a while either, have we? Cool. Okay. Here's the. Let's have a look up here then. Whee. Okay, light bridge. Oh, it's not a solid bridge at all. You rotten swines. We've got a switching, a swapper table, or what you want to call this. We haven't seen one of those for a while either. We can fire ourselves into that, maybe. There we go. Can we take this apart? We can take it apart. We've played that silly bugger game before, haven't we? Have a block. But the ultimate joke is the fact that we can't. We can use the block to get out, but we can't get the block out with us. That's fine. We can take the fan with us. Does that do us any good? Not really, because we need to get the fan over there. And what are we ultimately going to do here? How are we going to get across the this light bridge? We have to link it up in some way. Where's the connection? What do we need to do? Just blocks aren't going to help us, are they? Is there a receptor around here somewhere that's going to allow us to make this bridge solid? Is that a different sort of block there? Let's go back in here again and have a look at it again. We'll just switch these two out. It is a hexahedron, there's nothing fancy about that, is it? So how does this help us get over there? Can we take this fan apart? No, we cannot. Oh, I see. We need to put two as a stack, and we're going to jump across the bridge. Correct? So how do we get both out of here? Well, once we have... We can fire ourselves in there with a fan. But really, we want to be in there and want to switch out something else. But we can't take this apart. We can't get in there without the fan, can we? So these are tricksy puzzles for these last ones. So is there anything else down here that we can play around with? Or am I just being a dum-dum? It's still the fact that we need to get... Yeah, we need to get both of these blocks out of here. Oh, unless... Oh, damn it. Have we done this before? Have we stood on top of this thing before? We have. Yeah, that's what we've done before, isn't it? But we can't actually jump out of here. It's not letting me jump. But what if we place... What if we place this very close? How about that? Like about here. Can we then reach over and grab it? We can. But we still need the fan, I think. No, we don't. But we need something. Interesting, I hadn't thought of that before. Look at that, it just sits on the thing. Because I hadn't really thought about what this light bridge was, which is of course a purple shield that I can... I know I'm being really dumb. The blocks can pass through, can't pass through, but I can. Ooh, I can't quite do a run-up. It's funny, isn't it? It never really occurred to me what that was, that bridge there. I thought I'd have to stack up two, one on top of each other. And do that, but apparently not. And I was trying to do all the silly things with, like, trying to grab the fan out and all sorts of things. It wasn't necessary. Oh, maybe I've gone too far with this. Hold on. I should just pick it up and move it back a little bit. No, I can do it. I can do it. I can do platforming. I can do platforming, me.
I am so glad I'm not in charge of solving these.